Good morning, guys, and welcome to Antigua Guatemala. Today we're going to show you around this beautiful Spanish colonial city that is the perfect spot to make your home base on your visit to Guatemala. So you know it's irritating when your lipstick is on point and then you gotta wear this. This irritating. We're Ryan and Abby, and this is Lost Among Locals. Truthfully, we never intended on landing in Antigua, or even Guatemala for that matter. But COVID killed all of our European plans, and so Central America became our home for about 6 months, and we're so glad it did. So grab some popcorn, get a coffee, sit back, and enjoy our favorite city of Central America, Antigua. Good afternoon, guys. So before we get into this video, we wanted to stop and give you a couple of announcements because we got some big things going on. So first of all, this is going to be our 50th video here on Lost Among Locals. We have a couple of intro videos, but we don't count those. No. This is the 50th travel video. Holy moly.
Wow, 50.
That's a lot of videos.
That's a lot of videos.
Or it feels like a lot to us. So anyway, if you've been along for this whole ride, thank you so much. If you haven't, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Hey, secondly, we are almost at our 1 year mark. Actually, we're right at a month away. So June 15th is our 1 year that we sold everything and started traveling. And our first travel videos were our American road trip. So if you haven't seen those, go check those out.
We'll put them up here. So again, for all of you who've been watching since the beginning, you're our favorite.
Yes.
We love you a whole ton.
You're awesome.
And for all of you newbies, hit that subscribe button. It helps us a lot.
Yes.
So our goal is to reach our 1,000 subscribers before our 1 year mark. So that means we have about 1 month to get 300 more of you people to punch that button. So like this video, make a comment, share it to your friends.
Absolutely.
If you know somebody who loves travel and wants to follow two crazy people around, send them this video. Tell them to hit the subscribe button. You know what? We don't even care if you watch all our videos. Like, just hit the button. Also, if you guys are following us on Facebook, thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
But you're only getting half the story. Make sure you go over to Instagram, follow us there for more video footage. You use Instagram more because it's a better platform for us as travelers to like get free perks and hotel stays and stuff like that. So we definitely want to grow that account as well. That is a goal for us too. Side note, some of you have mentioned to us lately that you're not seeing our content on Facebook and Instagram. Well, make sure you remember that engagement is key. And this doesn't just go for us. This goes for your friends. This goes for everybody. If you see somebody's post on Facebook and you don't like it or you don't comment on it, you just like look at it and scroll past, Facebook assumes that you don't like that content. And so it's going to put those people at the bottom of your list. So if you're not seeing stuff from the people you love, next time you do see them or you look them up, hit like, make a comment, make a share, and then those people will start to populate your feed again. So, tippity tip. Alright guys, let's get to the video. Yeah.
Did you hit record?
Of course I did.
That's what we had. So.
Y'all, her poor camera looks so ghetto. This sponge thing is broken, which we have a new wind muff in the States for it. We just can't get there. That's why our sound is so terrible right now, so we apologize. But it keeps falling off, so Ryan decided to
put a little tape on.
Alright guys, so as you know, Guatemala is a major volcanic and earthquake zone. There's like 2 active volcanoes popping off at the moment and like 35 inactive ones. But around this town of Antigua must be a hot spot because there are literally 15, 20 of these churches that you can tell have been hit by huge earthquakes. Like just giant pillars of rock have fallen off and landed in the inner corridors. Like it's kind of sad, but they're so beautiful. You guys, these kinds of things are like my all-time favorite. And someday when I have my own house again, I'm totally putting one of these like
knocker peepholes, and you're gonna have to bang the big thing, and I'm gonna open this little peephole and decide if I wanna let you in or not. One of the things I love most about Antigua is there's all these lovely little bookstores, and I want to buy all the books, but they won't fit in my backpack. So if there's one thing we can say about Antigua is they love a banana yellow church. This is Iglesia La Merced behind us, and it is 702 years old. Look at this cutie little restaurant and this cutie husband.
So we ordered our food at this little Mexican restaurant, I think, and it comes with a drink called horchata, and
Which is apparently typical of Spain.
yeah, typical of Valencia, Spain, and it says it's made from tiger nut juice that's sweetened. It's kind of like it's like sweet milk-ish, kind of like your cereal milk.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
So apparently horchata is like rice and water soaked, and then they add cinnamon and sugar and sometimes vanilla or coconut. And put it all in the blender, churn it all up, strain out all the solid stuff, and come out with this delicious, refreshing drink. It tastes just like cereal milk. Just like cereal milk, like Post Lucky Charms milk. It's delicious.
This is the best quesadilla I've ever had in my life. Ryan went with the burrito.
Burrito looks extremely full, so I'm excited about it.
Heck yeah. And it was cheap.
Yeah, it was.
But seriously, this is so good.
Guys, so we did not plan to film this lunch.
No, we didn't.
We just ran out real quick for lunch. We didn't bring our camera with us, but we had to do a review on this place. So we were about 30 seconds from me getting super hangry, and so I was just like, whatever, this will do right here, it's fine. So we walk into this little place. There's like a couple of locals here for lunch. Little bitty cafe called El Faro, mostly Mexican food or Central American food. This is the best quesadilla I've ever put in my mouth. And Ryan's burrito is pretty phenomenal too.
Yeah.
And the whole plate for like quesadillas, french fries, and a drink included was like $3.
This is the convent of the Capuchin Nun. It's the last one built in the city of Antigua. It wasn't finished till 1736, and then unfortunately it was partially destroyed in 1751 with the earthquake, and then totally abandoned in 1773. So there really wasn't a whole lot of time that it got to be used, but the nuns here were expected to be especially strict. They were not allowed to drink chocolate. They were only allowed to live off tithes, and I could never have ever been a nun here. No chocolate? Well, for a lot of other reasons. I could have never been a nun, but also no chocolate. That's a killer. still intact, so it's probably a good hidey hole. This place is huge. I don't even know where to go. It's a giant maze.
Probably not.
But they have their own fire pit or like a chimney or something.
I don't think that's a fire pit. I think that's the toilet.
Oh yeah, that's totally a duty dropper. They said you're supposed to sing in here and listen to the echo. I'm not just a crazy person. What makes people want to graffiti on national monuments and beautiful places? Stop it, people. Stop it. Nobody wants to see your handiwork from September 5th, 1920. Stop it. I think there might be a little draft. Those doors look a little drafty. Can I just tell you how in love I am with all the giant doors in this city? I know I told you before, but my favorite giant door is a giant door with like a baby giant door on the inside. It gives me all the trapdoor vibes and makes me feel really happy. And someday I'm gonna have trapdoors in my library, in my house, when I have a house again. There's a trap door in the floor too.
I don't think that's a trap door. I think that's somebody's probably buried right there, right?
No, it has pull holes to open up. It's where they hid all the gold and stuff. Haven't you watched the Vikings?
Oh yeah.
It would have been under a fancy rug. These big old churches are just literally everywhere in this town. There's so many. Okay guys, so we are just north of the town of Antigua, really just, I don't know, blocks away. But there is a hike here in town called Cerro La Cruz, or Hill of the Cross. It is supposed to be a moderate hike. We'll see about that. But from the top, there's supposed to be a really incredible view of Antigua and like an iron bronze cross that was crafted in the 1930s that like overlooks the city. So we're gonna go check it out. Bestie best of all, it's free. So we made it to the top and it is a really amazing view. However, there are a ton of people up here. Like obviously this is certainly a place for tourists to come look at the city, but definitely a place for locals to like bring their family for a picnic and stuff too. And there's a bunch of barriers up here. They must be building something, so there's kind of like not a lot of places to sit or stand. It's kind of all dirt and they're planting new trees and stuff, so probably won't stay up here long, but it was worth the hike. Morning guys, we have brought you back to what's become our favorite little breakfast spot. So this place is called Semana Juice Bar. You know, there's no quiet in this whole subcontinent. This place is called Monica Juice Bar, and they have really good smoothies and juices. And you can also get an entire plate of avocado toast with eggs and a giant smoothie for like 55 quetzales, about $7.50. And it's enough to fill you up for most of your day. So anyway, we love this place. It's super, super cute. If you're in Antigua, give them a shot. Alright you guys, so this week in Guatemala and all over the world is Holy Week. So the week leading up to Easter, loudest birds ever. So all over Guatemala and the whole world this week is Holy Week. So it's the week leading up to Easter this coming Sunday. In Guatemala, this is called Semana Santos, or Holy Week. So it looks like Antigua's form of decorating for Holy Week is these purple sashes and shawls everywhere. They've got them hanging from all over the buildings, outside of every great window, and even are building huge teepees like this one. So today is Good Friday in the Christian tradition, which was not a Good Friday at all. Probably the worst day in all of history. It's the day the followers of Jesus had to bury him. But as you can see in the city center of Antigua, it is a big celebration. There are plenty of people out today, so perhaps they know Sunday is coming. Alright you guys, one of the traditions here in Guatemala for Semana Santos is in the main square there'll be a band and music playing, but they also make all these elaborate, beautiful rugs on the, what are these called?
Cobblestone.
They make all these elaborate, beautiful rugs on the cobblestone street with different colors of sand, and they're amazing. As you can see, the line to get into church is like blocks and blocks long. And the reason for that is each one of the chapels or cathedrals here in town has built an elaborate Easter background with all these beautiful drapings, and they're just really, really beautiful to look at.
The Semana Santos rugs are a penance, or a labor of love, literally. These people spend months designing, preparing, gathering the material, and then hours and hours on end handcrafting these rugs in remembrance of Christ, only for them to be trampled over by the Roman soldiers in the Way of the Cross skit.
So Antigua is the former capital of Guatemala, and in a lot of ways it's still the culture capital. It's a heritage site, and it's definitely like the pride of the people of Guatemala. So when something big like Semana Santo comes along, Guatemalans from all over the country flood into the beautiful streets of Antigua, and you can tell they're just super proud of it, and who could blame them? It's a beautiful place. Alright you guys, so it really is a different feeling out here today. Typically Latin American festivals are very exuberant, very vibrant, there's lots of dancing, there's lots of things like that, but today it really is a very sort of peaceful, quiet, reverent kind of festival. Even though there's thousands of people out here, there really is just sort of everyone's just kind of taking it in. It's very peaceful and very reverent.
Antigua has officially surpassed Mérida, Valladolid, and San Cristóbal as our favorite city in Central America so far. If you haven't seen our videos on those cities, we'll link our Mexico playlist right up here for you. But anyway, Antigua has all the beautiful things of San Cris, the artisan shops, the amazing Spanish colonial architecture, except it's in even better shape here. There are ruins everywhere due to the volcanoes and earthquakes in this area. There are tons of ruined churches that have been turned into everything you can imagine, from parks to restaurants to hotels, and still some beautiful intact churches as well. There's craftsmen that you can still watch at trade, which is amazing. The city is cheap, the food is good. If there is a downfall, maybe it's the cobblestone streets, because they are kind of rough on your feet and they're terrible to drive on. And the whole city is made of cobblestone. I haven't seen a street yet that wasn't. But it sits in the valley between these volcanoes, 3 of them, Volcan Agua, Volcan Acatango, and Volcano de Fuego. So there's just like huge volcanoes on all sides of you. The weather's a perfect 75 like year round. The whole city, every wall of all these Spanish colonial buildings are just dripping and covered with the most lush flowers, like tropical flowers and color everywhere, and it's just lovely.
That's schmutz on you, camera.
You have the cap on, Goober.
Oh, jeez. Try that again.
702 years old. Oh, my ear just popped and I can hear myself echoing. That was weird. All right, you guys. So I'm sitting here at this fountain structure, trying my hardest to figure out what in the world these things might be. They look like a chair. They sort of have a cup holder, but it's like part of a fountain complex in a park. So I'm super confused. Davis would like to weigh in his opinion.
They look like sitz baths. You know, you sit down, the water comes in through here, and there's a little cup holder for your drink. You just kind of enjoy the water and sit there.
So yes, people, Ryan has decided that in 1700s Guatemala, you just treated your hemorrhoids by hanging out with 50 other people in a public park sitz bath.
I like her strategy. She didn't have a sales pitch. She didn't have anything. She just said, "You want to buy it?"
You want to buy it or not?
Time to leave Guatemala, boo.
Time to leave. No sad. We need to go visit family.
Yeah. No, we really do. We got babies to see.